I've been watching this shenanigans. You see, the thing is with Kenyan politics, you don't really have to follow a day by day to know what's happening. You just have take some time. You can get something trending here and there, but generally speaking, it's the same thing. This one is talking nonsense about that one, the same thing, back the other way. They're all accusing each other of all sorts of things. Now, the reason I'm doing this is not the standard way to say, oh, who's gonna win, who's doing what, who's doing what. No, no, no. This is more about whether or not I think we should be smarter by now. That large crowds, slogans, whatnot, all that, especially coming from the same monkeys in the same forest. Because this is what happens. One, the same people are in government, then they disagree or whatever. Maybe sometimes they just fake disagreeing to split, and then they start going against each other. It's the same people. It's the same people that are causing mayhem in this country, the same people that are stealing, mismanaging, you name it. But it seems that we never seem to learn, do we? We seem to be always going for the same people. You can't keep screaming about how you are leaderless, I don't know what less. Anywho, let's first watch some of these happenings of Kitengela. I wanted to really go through a few of these news reports, some of this recorded on the ground kind of, just to look at the crowds, hear what these leaders are saying. Then I'll give you my feedback as usual. Part of this is to also give you an insight on how media manipulates and how they lie and how they exaggerate and all that. That's all part of it, because it doesn't really make a lot of sense if what we are doing is just regurgitating what everybody else is saying. There's no any level of analysis. That is why I'm here for you people. Let's do this. This is from KTN. It was posted by someone else. These days not everybody does their content, so they just take, people have become content creators, but they just pick what others have done and just post. So it is what it is. Sawa. Oh, that sounded loud. Well, the crowds are there. Yeah, the crowd, I heard somebody say they always go to Kitengela because there are so many jobless youths. The same way they go to Kibera, I think. And they pay. It was quite crowdful. Even the guys of KTN, they are not regulated their sound, so it was distorting heavily. The youths. Bob needs his royalties, but you guys are misusing his tunes. Just read the ticker down here. I'm gonna come to this briefly when I'm talking about this. More than 179,000 residents of Kwale County are facing starvation due to ongoing drought. Really? Yeah, sure. Okay. 1,000. Let me skip because I don't think they're speaking here. All right. So that was. So that's that. So let's look at some more here. So there. All right. I hope it's not too loud. Leaders Dr. Babu Owino, did he get a PhD? Oh, they all do. Sifuna, Edwin, James Orengo, Godfrey, Osotsi, and other leaders have expressed solidarity with Honorable Majimbo following his accident. Oh, there's an accident. So let's see. I understand Ruto saw this Kitengela and called the DAJ Lagat himself wanted to unleash his killer squad to tear gas. Okay, let's be clear about one thing. Now the campaigns have begun. Yes, this is officially the campaigns have begun. I don't really know if they stop at all. They kind of seem to end. Then everybody, once they're in position, they start again. Now, being hit with tear gas is part and parcel of the culture of political machinations in this country. Now, the fact that tear gas was thrown, I hear one person was shot. I think I haven't. I will just confirm that. But being hit with tear gas, like here, that's normal for governments. Like the people in government will always throw tear gas to the other side that are not fully in government, although they're also in government. But let's say the main government versus the other people who have maybe removed, or maybe they have been they were never in to begin with. They just won maybe the MP seat or whatever, but they're not in the core government. Lakini watu ni wengi. Now this is what you should know about such rallies. Let's be honest. First of all, they are not organic that people just say show up. No, there's organization. The politicians pay people. They pay everyone. People on the ground, handouts. The normal business. For me, as far as I am concerned, if it doesn't matter who it is, whether it's these people you like, whether it's the president or whoever, once you come and give the money, that game is over. It's no longer that you guys are looking for some kind of good leadership. You all know kind of what you're doing. You're all trying to get something from the other. Now, these politicians, of course, the last year or two, the way they've collected, they've amassed huge amounts of cash from the exchequer, the deals and all those things. You've seen they've done all that. You've seen it. But now you're taking the money in 500s and 200s, 1000s and nini like this, so that so that you can vote for them and support them. So what you guys are doing intrinsically is you're selling off cheap again. The hype of the same politicians from the same parties, from the same background. The last time when Ruto came around and told you Hustler Nation, you fell for it like the sheep you are. The sheep were hardened. Oh, you kept on, because I remember I just couldn't believe it. And now I believe it, because people don't really introspect. People don't they don't find it important to create the connections with what's happening, say here. You seeing all these crowds here? All these crowds. You know, let me just leave this a bit. You know this, okay, maybe you don't, but this is exactly what you did with the last presidency, the one before that, and the one before that. You are driven into hysteria by a certain politician. Remember, the media is theirs, NGOs are there. So how they decide to message to you and for you to follow it without remembering what they've done in their leadership, like how is it that you guys keep falling for this thing all the time? I will try and explain. We are very poor. So we can watch this as these people apparently are arriving. First of all, the poverty. Now, all these guys are responsible for the fact that where the country is. There's no new person here. Orengo is not new. Sifuna is not new. Babu is not new. They've been in government. But they're all responsible for the situation, the laws they make, the corruption they let happen, they do themselves. They're responsible. But now you've put them up there. Now these are your saviors. Like, somebody explain to me how this works. They come there with their 20 million shilling cars from your money. They sit there, you guys are just there. Or maybe you guys are also like them. Because this is let's be real. The only way you can follow people that, are like this is because you're like them. Oh, this is at Kachile, the one who sells shoes about. Anyway, I don't know. But you see, like all these guys, are they not in government right now? Were they not in government, the last government? They just the one that we've malized with Uhuru. Like, what am I missing here? Nothing. It's because now we've decided not to do the job of citizens, of actually looking for good leaders and pushing good leaders. You see, the thing people did with Salasi, I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying the thing you guys did it, where some guy who doesn't have money, maybe it's something people like about him, comes and is pushed. Now you need to do that with more coherent, more effective leaders, people who know what they are doing, because a lot of you guys are just doing this because maybe, hopefully, you can get something.